No, this is his fight. I need to back up a little bit. He's eventually going to zero in. Look at that mag's almost out. Hey guys, it's Tank. I am going to be going 1v1 versus Aaron today. I am working the Worker Harrier today. Yeah, it should be a good competition. So here we have it. I'm coming out of spawn. I noticed that Aaron's immediately running into bunker, so because he is not able to see me, I figured that would be a good time for me to move up. One thing about Aaron is I know for a fact that he loves his corner fights, so whether that be him peeking around like he did just there, he loves those kind of fights. So while I can't eliminate those kinds of fights entirely, I try to get as many open shots on him as I can, but corner fighting in Warzone is kind of inevitable, so I was very happy with my ability to perform in corner fights even when I don't like them. That's the kind of fighting I like, when he's running in the open, or even though I just took a death right there, I'd much rather die out of that spot than to die in a gunfight, because dying in a gunfight is more of like it speaks more to a player's accuracy and their pop shot ability, and I feel like I have one of the best pop shots in the game. So when I lose a fight like that, like a gunfight, it just makes me feel sick.
Hit. I thought you were at the igloo.
I'm not entirely sure what happened in that sequence. I think I just lost track of Aaron, which is one thing that I try not to do. Even as I'm walking away to respawn, I try to keep my eye on my opponent, just so like they're not surprising me with a spawn camp. Right here, I'm just trying to be unpredictable, like waste his ammo. Like, hey, I know he only runs 15 round mags instead of the 18s, so I'll pop out a couple times, get him to try and anticipate shots, get him to move maybe a little bit. And then bunker fighting is something Aaron loves to do, so like I said, just trying to avoid doing what he wants me to do by just staying out of bunker until later in the match.
Wow.
More corner fighting. This was a big one right there because I caught Aaron slipping. He didn't have his blaster up, wasn't checking the corner, so when I popped around on him, he just couldn't raise his blaster in time. This is where the match started to turn in my favor, and even though I almost gave it away at the end, I had a pretty good little kill streak here. I think I had like a 3 or 4 kill streak, which against a veteran player like Aaron is not something that happens a lot, because players like Aaron, like myself, Matthew, Emily, Catherine, we're very good at adapting, so when something doesn't work, we're not afraid to switch it up. This was a very good sequence of kills because it really put my accuracy on display, where even though I don't like corner fighting, if I'm zeroed in and I'm like in the zone, I can be pretty good at it. So this sequence specifically, I got greedy right here. I believe this is where I might have gotten a little greedy. I stayed in the same area, which is not something I would recommend doing. I got another quick kill right there. So even though I'm getting kills from this spot, I stayed there much longer than I probably would have liked to. Like, have we be playing like a different type game mode like point control, but seeing as how it's a TDM, I felt like I could sit there for a while even though it's not recommended. So in this moment, I noticed that this was becoming more and more his game. He had too many places to pop out from. I knew for a fact that mag was low on ammunition, so I just decided to back up, live to see another engagement, and re-engage on my terms, which is longer range. Even though I took a shot there, I died on my terms, which was I wanted to get more long-range combat in versus close range, Aaron popping out of any and everywhere where I'm stuck to just popping a doorway. So yeah, this was where I almost gave it away here at the end because Aaron was in bunker. Like I said, he loves bunker play. Gives him a lot more angles on my spawn. Not sure why he chose to leave there, but I am very grateful he did, even though I ended up dying.
Alright, Tank, fight out of this. You fought out of worse.
This was a very key play. Like, I feel like this would be like textbook. Anybody asks how to escape a spawn camp, as you can see in there in Bunker 1. Snapshots are critical. They're a part of everyday play here at the Warzone. He had me zeroed in, dialed in. I had already respawned, so there was no way for me to switch where I respawned from. I had no clue he was there until I peeked out, but then when I did peek out, I just knew I had to hit the snapshot, hit it, moved, and then just, yeah, it was clean. So right now, I use the stairs a lot because I feel like the openings are just wide enough for me to get shots out, but it's really hard when you're farther away from it to get shots through there. And you're going to notice here that when I'm not hitting the shots, I will move so that way I don't give Aaron long enough to zero in. Because it is key to note here that neither of us are using red dot sights, so that makes it a lot harder to zero in on shots. However, when we're playing games like this, I feel that the stairs are a much better advantageous position due to the fact that we're not using sights, especially in TDM.
Alright, I'll stay this side. Alright, I think I have enough.
And that's the end of the game. Great battling from both sides. Everybody just, me and Aaron, we know each other. We play against each other a lot. It's kind of hard for me to get wins against him because we both know each other so well. Obviously, there's a lot of respect coming from me to him, and then a lot of respect from him to me. So I'm happy I was able to get the win here. I'm just grateful.